Hello everyone, Kit here, back with another video. Today for you guys, I'm back with part 6 of this, reading the 613 laws for Yahweh. I'll leave a link just down in the description box below, along for email. You can email us at themullins@gmail.com for private consultation. And without further ado, let me get right into it. Judgments. 224. When required by law, the judges must administer the appropriate punishment. Deuteronomy 25/2. If the guilty man deserves to be beaten, the judge shall make him lie down and have him whipped in his presence with the number of lashes his crime deserves. But he must not give him more than 40 lashes. If whipped more than that, your brother will be degraded in your sight. 225. The law concerning unintentional homicide. Numbers 35/22. But without hostility, someone suddenly shoves another or unintentionally throws something at him, or without seeing him drops a stone on him that could kill him, and he dies. Then since he was not his enemy, and he did not intend to harm him, the congregation must judge between him and the blood avenger according to these judgments. In these cases, the congregation must protect the one accused of murder from the hand of the blood avenger, and send him back to the city of refuge to which he fled. He must stay there until the death of the high priest who was anointed with holy oil. 226. The law concerning murder. Deuteronomy 19/11. However, if someone hates his brother and lies in wait for him, then attacks and kills him, and then flees to one of these cities, the elders of the city he came from shall send for him, bring him back to the city of refuge, and hand him over to the blood avenger to die. And you must not show pity to him. You must purge from Israel the quill of shedding innocent blood, so that it may go well with you. 227. There is one law for all, the sanctuary of Yahweh and for the stranger. Numbers 15:15. One ordinance shall be for you of the congregation and for the stranger who sojourns with you, as an ordinance forever throughout your generations. As you are, so shall the stranger be in front of Yahweh. One law and one manner shall be for you and the stranger who sojourns with you. 228. One who sins, breaks any of the laws of Yahweh, whether intentionally or unintentionally, is guilty. Leviticus 5/17. If anyone sins and commits any of these things which are forbidden to be done by the laws of Yahweh, though he does not know it, yet he is guilty, and shall bear his iniquity. Numbers 15:30. But the person who sins presumptuously and defiantly, whether he is a native born or is a stranger, that one brings reproach on Yahweh and blasphemes him, that person must be cut off from his people. 229. The penalty for sin, which is the breaking and transgression of the laws of Yahweh, is eternal death. Numbers 15/30. But the person who sins presumptuously and defiantly, whether he is native born or is a stranger, that one brings reproach on Yahweh and blasphemes him, that person must be cut off from his people. Because he has despised the word of Yahweh and broken his laws, that person must surely be cut off, and his guilt shall be upon his own head. 230. Atonement can be made through the righteous high priest for those who truly repent of sin and turn in complete obedience to the laws of Yahweh. Leviticus 16:16. In this way, he will make atonement for his most holy place, because of the uncleanness and rebellion of the children of Israel, whether their sins have been. He is to do the same thing for the tent of meeting, the holy place, which remains among them in the midst of their uncleanness, and make atonement for the most holy place, the tent of meeting, the holy place, the altar, and for the priests and all the people of the congregation. This shall be an everlasting statute for you, to make atonement for the children of Israel for all their sins once a year. And he did as Yahweh commanded Moshe. 121. The body of the one who is executed must be buried the same day. Deuteronomy 21/23. His body must not remain overnight on the tree. You must surely bury him that day, so that you will not defile the land which Yahweh your Father is giving you as inheritance. He who is hanged is accursed of Yahweh. Laws concerning slaves, employees, servants. 232. Hebrew slaves must be treated according to the special laws for them. Exodus 21:2. If you buy a Hebrew slave, he may serve you for 6 years. But in the 7th year he shall go out free without paying anything. If he comes alone, he is free to go alone. But if he has a wife, then he comes. She is to go out with him. If his owner has given him a wife, and she bears him sons or daughters, the woman and her children shall belong to her owner, and the man shall go out by himself. But if the servant plainly says, I love my owner, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free, then his owner shall bring him to the judges. He shall take him to the door or the outpost, or the door. Take him to the door or the doorpost, and pierce his ear through with an awl. Then he will be a servant for life. 233. The owner or his son may marry his Hebrew maidservant. Exodus 21:8. If she does not please her owner, who has betrothed her to himself, and he shall let her be redeemed, he shall have no right to sell her to strangers, because he has broken faith with her. If he has betrothed her to his son, he shall grant her the rights of a daughter. 234. If the owner or his son does not marry his Hebrew maidservant, he must allow her father to redeem her. Exodus 21:8. If she does not please her owner, who has betrothed herself, then he shall let her be redeemed. He shall have no right to sell her to strangers because he has broken faith with her. Just read that. 235. The regulation of the foreign slaves. Leviticus 25/24. Your male and female slaves are to come from the nations around you. From them you may buy slaves. You may also buy some of the sojourners living among you and the members of their clans born in your country, and they will become your property. You may take them as an inheritance to your children after you. They shall be your permanent slaves. But your brothers, the children of Israel, you shall not rule over one another ruthlessly. 17. Lawsuits. 236. Judgment must be rendered in the case of injury caused by a person. Exodus 21/18. And if men quarrel, and one hits the other with a stone over his fist or a tool, and he does not die but is confined to bed, if the other gets up, walks around outside with his staff, the one who struck the blow will not be held responsible. However, he must pay the injured man for the loss of his time, and see that he is completely healed. Or if a man beats his servant or his maidservant with a rod, and the slave dies as a direct result, he must surely be punished. However, he is not to be punished if the slave gets up after a day or two, since the slave is his property. If men fight and hurt a woman with child, so that she gives birth prematurely, but there is no serious injury, the offender must be fined whatever the woman's husband demands, and the court allows. But if there is serious injury, you are to take life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burn for burn, wound for wound, stripe for stripe. 237. Judgment must be rendered in the case of injury caused by an animal. Exodus 21/28. If a bull gores a man or woman to death, then the bull shall surely be stoned, and its flesh shall not be eaten, but the owner of the bull will not be held responsible. But if the bull tended to thrust out his horns, and this is made known to its owner, and he has not kept it penned up, so that it has killed a man or woman, the bull shall be stoned, and its owner shall also be put to death. 238. Judgment must be rendered in the case of an injury caused to an animal. Exodus 21/33. And if a man uncovers the pit, or digs a pit and fails to cover it, and an ox or donkey falls onto it, the owner of the pit must pay for the loss. He must pay its owner, and the dead animal will be his. Alright guys, I'm going to end it off here. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll leave a link just down in the description box below, along with an email. You can email us at themonks@gmail.com for private consultation. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Have a nice day, guys.